It may not be in the next decade, it may not be in the next century, but over the course of millions of years, there's going to be an asteroid large enough to wipe out a lot of life on Earth.
The odds of getting hit, say, in the next year are very low, but the problem is if it happens, the damage is catastrophic.
I'm a PI, on the trail of the baddest stuff in space. The stuff that could wipe us out at any time. This is the case of the killer rocks. In the cosmos, the killer is on the loose. And that killer is more elusive than I imagined. If we're lucky, we'll have time to deflect it. If we're not, then kaboom. As a kid, I used to make a wish when I saw a shooting star. Never gave a second thought to what they really were. Rocks from space. Rocks that can kill. Dinosaurs ruled the world for 160 million years, then gone. Taken out by one rock. They didn't stand a chance. What about us?
Major asteroid strikes are going to happen. They've happened throughout history. It's just a matter of time.
It may not be in the next decade, it may not be in the next century, but over the course of millions of years, there's going to be an asteroid large enough to wipe out a lot of life on Earth.
The odds of getting hit, say, in the next year are very low, but the problem is if it happens, the damage is catastrophic.
This is the one natural disaster that we have within our means to actually prevent. The challenge, though, is we've got to start practicing. We've got to know how these objects behave when we want to tug and pull on them and push them or pull them off course. We know we can solve the problem, we just need the practice at doing it.
I think that asteroids are a global challenge and a global threat, so we should probably work together to developing the technologies to mitigate that. Humans could fight off potential asteroid impact. One, by sensing where those asteroids are, and then two, by having propulsion technology to change the trajectory.
We should be able to develop the technologies that could perhaps break the asteroid apart, or perhaps gently nudge it into a different orbit so it wouldn't strike the Earth.
Could we survive an asteroid impact? Well, it depends on how big it is. Even if it's a pretty big fireball, that's not that big of a deal. But if it gets past a certain size and we let it through, yeah, this could be bad. It could hit a city, wipe it out. And we've seen what happens in situations like that in the past. These have a global impact economically and in many ways. So our best bet really is to make sure they do not happen.
If it were to happen, life would probably go on. Maybe not with us, but it would probably go on.
When we think about existential threats to human civilization, we think about things like terrorism or pandemics, or, the very, very serious threat of climate change. But if we were going to ask what could completely wipe out human civilization in an instant, well, that's really an asteroid. And that's really why we need to think about it more.
I've never been much of a gambler. Not really. But this case has got me thinking. One day, a killer rock will come our way. Maybe soon. Maybe a million years from now. But one day, for sure.